Guys, welcome back to my channel. As you can see, today's video is very different for me. I did a Little Red Riding Hood costume over the weekend and I thought it would be fun to show you guys how I did it. I actually didn't do this top part here, I just did my cheeks. So I did it a little different this time and I actually like the way it turned out. It is a glam slash scary tutorial for you. It is going to be a voiceover just because there's so much that I had to do and I was concentrating and I wasn't really talking, so hopefully that is okay for you guys. And I showed you the glam look and then I also showed you how to achieve this look here for everyone that wants to be a little bit gory and not so girly girl for Halloween. Turned out pretty good. I'm pretty happy. This kind of stuff is hard to do. Like, this is my second time doing it and I think it turned out pretty okay, but it did take some time and practice. So hopefully you guys enjoy the video and I will see you guys next time. Happy Halloween! Alright guys, so jumping right into the video, I'm going to go ahead and prime my eyes with my Pro Primer from LA Girl. And I'm just putting that all over my lids. And no, this is not my pill case, this is my lash case. I couldn't find my compacts, so I'm using this mirror. I'm just going to kind of just brush that primer all over my eyelids and get ready for the makeup application. We're going in with the Jaclyn Hill palette. I'm taking the color Silk Cream and just putting that into my crease. And this is basically just the base color to get everything started for the Red Riding Hood eye look that we're going to be doing today. Next, I'm taking a brush, a more precise brush, and taking that red color in the Jaclyn Hill palette. I believe the color is called Hunts, and I'm just putting that into my crease as well. And I'm not really precise on where I put the makeup. I kind of just slap it around and just kind of blend it out. Next, I'm going into my Bad Habits palette, and I kind of didn't show you guys the color very well there, but it's the color Lust, and I'm just taking that on another blending brush and just putting that more into my crease. I was trying to build more of a red color. I didn't have any red toned eyeshadows, but I just used the ones that kind of matched the maroonish red tone family. So I'm just putting that into my crease. Now I'm going in with the black color that is called Heartbreak in that same palette, and I'm just putting it on the outside of my crease and really packing that in, and then kind of just taking the remainder and putting it slightly more into the crease and trying to make it more blended into the red color that we have going. You can kind of just follow along and see what I'm doing. Now I'm taking a different brush and I'm just blending that black out just so it's not so harsh. We want everything to look very blended. I did cut a lot of the blending out, you guys. It's a lot of back and forth. Now this, I didn't do a very good job showing you the color at all, but it's the color Love, and it does have some glitter in it, and that really brought the eye more to life and more open. I wasn't so sure about the look in the beginning, but I do really like how the eye look turned out once I added this color in there. With these shadows, it's easier to use your finger, so if you do have this palette, I would use your finger instead of a brush. Now I'm going back in and I'm just putting in more of that black color and just blending it into the red that we just applied. I'm taking a wipe here, and I didn't do a very good job of showing you guys, but I cleaned up that crease on the outside because I tend to blend out a little bit far, so it just kind of gave it more of a sharp look. That's what I'm doing right here. Now I'm taking my black Physicians Formula liquid liner and I'm just lining my eyelid. I've used this in a lot of tutorials, so I'm just kind of lining that. I didn't do a wing just because we have such a dark color on the outside, but I just carried it across until I hit the back part of my eyelid, so you can just see kind of what I'm doing here. Then I'm going in and curling my lashes. I did put on some false lashes. They are in the Allure. Actually, no, these are my lashes. You know what? I can't even remember, but I will have everything listed down below for you guys. Here, I just went ahead and did my other eye off camera. It just takes so long to do on camera, so I just figured I'd speed up the process. Now I'm going in with my CoverGirl foundation in the color M80, and I'm just putting that all over my face, getting my foundation on. And I did already do my brows off camera too, so the stuff that you don't see in the video I will list down below for you guys so you kind of know exactly what I used in the video. Going in with my e.l.f. concealer and just putting some concealer down and going to be blending that out super quick. I wish I could blend this fast, but it's sped up pretty much with full speed. Now I'm going in with my powder from Laura Mercier. You guys have seen this a ton of times, and a Morphe brush, and I'm just setting that concealer all over. I didn't really put a ton on my cheeks because we were going to be doing the makeup on the side, so I kind of just kept it light. Now I'm going in with my Physicians bronzer, and this is a bronzer I use quite a bit in all my tutorials. I really like this bronzer. It really glows up the face. And I'm just kind of contouring a little bit, not too dramatic. And this brush is from Walmart. It's my favorite bronzer brush of all time. Now I'm going with the Morphe palette. It's the N9. Nope, that's wrong. It's the 9N. And it's just a blush palette that I've had, and I completely forgot that I had in my possession, so I whipped it out and decided to use it for this look. And I'm just putting that all over my cheeks. A little bit more than usual just because it was for a costume look. And I am going in with a stippling brush from BH Cosmetics and stippling that out just so it's not so harsh. Going in with my favorite brow tint mascara, pretty much. It's my favorite. It's from Maybelline. Then with the Becca and Jaclyn Hill highlighter, I'm just highlighting the high points of my cheeks. And of course, since it's a more dramatic look, I use more than usual. You can never have too much highlighter, so I'm just doing it down my nose and the high points of my cheeks and a little bit above my, I guess, eyebrow. Then I'm going back in to do my lower lash line. I sped through this part pretty fast. It is a lot of blending. It did take me a while to blend out that red and black color that I used for the crease of my eyes. Just make sure you take your time on this. Use a small brush and go in and really blend those colors out because it is red and black, so it can look a little panda-like if it's not blended. So you just want to make sure you just take your time on this. I kind of just went back and forth and made sure that it was all even underneath my eyes and it didn't look like I had a black eye. Now I'm going in with my ColourPop mascara, the same one that I used for my top lashes. I'm just using that on the bottom lashes. Then I'm going to go in with an e.l.f. red colored pencil. I'm not exactly sure the name of this, but it's like their red one that they had. I couldn't find my liquid lip, but the first time I wore this look, I did wear the color Arriba by ColourPop, but this one was okay. Then I went on top with another lip color by NARS. I think it's called Cruella. And here is the final look for the Glam portion. Just kind of showing you guys here in slow motion how the look turned out. Alright, here's where I'm showing you how we're going to be doing the scrapes on my face. I use liquid latex, tissue paper, aka toilet paper, and fake blood that I got at Savers. I'm just mapping out kind of where I want the scratches to be on my face, and I'm just slowly starting to add the liquid latex onto my cheeks. This portion kind of just, you can go at your own pace. I just started adding the liquid latex where I thought the scrapes would be, and you kind of just add little by little, and then you start to add the tissue paper on top, and then you start to add more liquid latex. You should wait for it to dry in each step that you do, but I kind of was in a hurry, so I probably could have taken my time a little bit more, but I kind of just wanted to get this up and ready for you guys. So here you can just see me adding it to the side of my cheek. I did 3 on the bottom and 2 on top. And then I'm ripping the toilet paper to add on top of that liquid latex that we've already put down. I would suggest having these pre-cut before so you can just get them on your face because the stuff does start to dry and it makes it hard for it to attach to your face. So just a little heads up that I would definitely, next time I do this, I would just have them pre-cut. You can see on top where my forehead is, like one of the parts was already starting to dry, so I had to add a little bit more. But basically I just add the tissues and then I start adding more of that liquid latex on top. I did use a different brush. I started using this plastic one, but it was not sticking to the tissue very well, so I ended up switching and using a regular brush, which you'll see here in a minute, because it just did not want to stick for me. So you kind of just have to use a different brush, which I would suggest using makeup brushes or those little triangle squares that you can get at the dollar store, which I had and I completely didn't even realize that I had. They would have came in handy, but this worked okay too. So I'm just adding a little by little on top of the tissue and just kind of keep repeating until it gets to your liking. It is a process, but it was totally worth it. I think it turned out really good. So I'm just adding a little bit more here on top. And then you'll see here where I add a little bit more to each scrape. And then add a little bit more liquid latex on top of that. It does help if I had the liquid latex in the cap, so I could just put my brush in the cap really quick and then add more. So I'm taking small scissors. These are for my lashes that I use, or your brows. I wouldn't suggest using huge scissors to do this, but you kind of have to take your time, make sure you don't stab your cheek for real. But you just put the scissors through each portion of the tissue that you laid down and kind of cut it open so it opens more in the middle, so it kind of creates more dimension. This part was a little tricky. It does get a little sticky and hard to, put your hands through, but you kind of just got to take your time and really be careful on this step. Now I'm going in with my CoverGirl foundation, the one that we used before, and I'm just adding it on top of the tissue just to make it blend into my skin better and it's not white toilet paper all over my cheeks. Then I'm going in with a eyeliner pencil. This one is from ColourPop, and I'm just putting it inside the scrape, so it gives it a little bit more dimension and I guess makes it look a little bit more real. I blended it out with a eyeshadow brush. You could use a sponge, but this worked just fine. I probably could have shaded more on my face, but I was fine with the way that it turned out. I'm taking some of that vampire blood and I'm just going to start layering it on top of the scabs, or I guess scrapes, scratches, whatever you want to call it, on my face. And I kind of just put some down just to get the color, and then I really started layering it on to make it look more real, more realistic, and I guess more gory. So it's your preference. If you want to add a lot or a little, it's totally up to you. But I think this tube was like $1, so I figured why not use it, because it's going to end up getting thrown away anyways. So here is the final look with the scratches from the big bad wolf. I really like the way that this turned out. I hope you guys did too. It's super simple, you just got to take some time and practice. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will probably see you real soon in my next tutorial. Remember, have fun, safe Halloween, and if you guys decide to do this look, tag me. I would love to see it. Thanks. Bye.